Feels like the first time, every moment I'm with you. You still catch my eye with every little thing you do. It's like a river wild, running as free as it can be. Oh, it's waking up and realizing I'm still in a dream. Oh, let's go wherever the wind blows. Fly away where only the stars go. There's no end in sight. Let's get lost in time. Let's go wherever the wind blows. Wherever the wind blows. Wherever the wind blows. Oh, when you're next to me, everything stands alone in time. Forever's not long enough to have you here and call you mine. It's like the morning light as it comes bursting through the trees. Oh, in the still of night, I can feel you next to me. Oh, let's go wherever the wind blows. Fly away where only the stars go. There's no end in sight. Let's get lost in time. Let's go wherever the wind blows. Wherever the wind blows. Wherever the wind blows.
Who presents this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Please be seated. Before we begin, Megan and Nick want to take a moment to acknowledge and thank everyone here today. Each of you has played a unique part in their life journey, either as individuals before they met each other or in their story of coming together as one. Many of you have traveled long distances to be here today, and Megan and Nick are sincerely grateful. Today, we are gathered here to witness and to celebrate the decision of Megan and Nick to join together in the loving bond of marriage. May this moment remain with you always as a cherished and joyous memory of the commitment you make here today. Of all the celebrations we know, the wedding is the sweetest because it is a celebration of love. A wedding reminds us that our lives have meaning and that love is the strongest bond, the happiest joy, and the greatest healing we can ever experience. I'm just glad he brought a handkerchief. We are here today because Megan and Nick have chosen each other. Today, two people, two lovers, two best friends have come before us to join in the sacred covenant of marriage, and our hearts respond with joy and reverence to the significance of it. Teilhard de Chardin wrote, "Only love can bring individual beings to their perfect completion as individuals by uniting them one with another, because only love takes possession of them and unites them by what lies deepest within them." The love that brought you both here today is a testament to what lies deepest in your own hearts. Your recognition of this love within you has moved you to a powerful decision to join with each other and to meet the challenges and blessings of this joining. As you move through any challenges with love and respect for each other, your relationship will have a solid foundation, for you will continue to develop those gifts of trust, honesty, patience, gentleness, tolerance, generosity, and forgiveness. These are not small gifts, but rich treasures that are a result of your faith in each other. For to attain these gifts, do you have joy and peace in your hearts, a fulfilling and happy marriage. Also know that these treasures are not for you two alone. Through your joining, will your love continue to grow and deepen and offer blessings to your family, your friends, and the community. Remember, to truly love one another is to become an advocate for one another. For mature love recognizes that to give is to receive. Through this process of supporting each other, will you discover a deep truth about relationship. And that is, you either gain together or you lose together. It is inevitable that conflicts will arise in your marriage, yet it is the responsibility of the both of you to remember your indebtedness to each other. In those heated moments, take a step back and remember all the loving efforts each of you have made toward each other. In this way, you will see each other clearly once again, and you can be certain gratitude will not be far behind. Everything we truly love becomes a part of us forever. So take your time with each other. Let your love grow and mature with the seasons to provide you with warmth, serenity, joy, and acceptance throughout all the years of your marriage. Go into the world and fulfill your dreams, love, support, and help one another as you grow, and seek out opportunities to be good to each other. In his book, From Beginning to End, Robert Fulghum writes, "You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making promises and agreements in an informal way. All those conversations that were held riding in a car, or over a meal, or during long walks. All those sentences that began with, 'when we're married,' and continued with, 'I will,' and 'you will,' and 'we will.' Those late night talks that included 'someday,' and 'somehow,' and 'maybe,' and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart, All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know, all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed, well, I meant it all, every word. Look at one another and remember this moment in time. Before this moment, you have been many things to one another: acquaintance, friend, companion, lover, dancing partner, and even teacher. For you have learned much from one another in these last 3 years. Now you shall say a few words that take you across a threshold of life, and things will never be quite the same between you. For after these vows, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife. Before you say your vows, Megan and Nick, continue to look at each other and remember that your love, rooted in respect, trust, and acceptance, is the foundation for an enduring and deepening relationship. You are here today together not because of any religious or civic law, but out of a desire to love and be loved by another person fully, without limitation. No other ties are more tender, no other vows more sacred than those you now assume. Nick and Megan, you have elected to share personal vows with each other, and I believe, Megan, you're going first.
I'm already crying, so not off to the best start. Thank you. Nick, our love story was not the typical princess fairy tale I had imagined for myself. You know, the one where the guy falls head over heel for the girl instantly, and they live happily ever after. Eventually, I learned there is no definition for how people find love. There is no correct path, and maybe the art of true love is not about the perfect meeting story, nor the perfect journey, or even finding the perfect person, but instead, it is about seeing an imperfect person perfectly and accepting them for who they are. For a long time, I was uncertain about my quest for love, wondering if my love destination would ever be reached. Then I met you. I think we can all agree the day you met me was the best thing that ever happened to you. And the same goes for me. I fell in love with you effortlessly. You were always easy to love. Immediately, I was intoxicated by your big heart, your incredible work ethic, gentleness, integrity, and ability to reason with me, even when I'm being completely unreasonable. For me, loving you was as easy as breathing, and all my anxiety about my future forever partner evaporated because I knew you are the only one for me. Our journey to this destination has not always been the easiest. However, I take great comfort in knowing that wherever this life takes us, we always have and always will find a path to move forward together. Nick, by now you may have learned that I'm not the most patient person, but waiting to meet you, fall in love, and be here in this moment was worth every single second, even if it felt like I was waiting a century. Nick, I vow to choose you and prioritize our marriage above all else. I vow to work through life with you when it is peaceful and painful with kindness and empathy. I vow to unconditionally love you, all the parts of you. I vow to discourage your decision should you ever decide to grow your hair out long again, and nearly always compliment your haircuts. I vow to accept you and support you. I vow to love you through our successes and failures. I vow to never keep score, even when I'm clearly winning. And above all, I vow to remain grateful for every moment we will share. To this day, I still can't believe how lucky I am. I still remember the night we got engaged, and I woke up so many times to check my finger and make sure this beautiful ring was still there, and that the best day of my life thus far wasn't all a dream. Nick, you are my dream come true, and I can't wait for the reality we get to build together. Our love story wasn't the fairy tale I had imagined for myself. It was even more special and even more magical than I could have ever dreamed of. because it's our love story. And it's only just beginning. And because when it became time to make the most important decision in your life, the one where you can choose anyone, you chose me. Nick, you know me better than anyone else in this world, and somehow you still manage to love me. You make me so happy. You're my best friend, my rock, and my comfort, and you're the reason all my dreams come true. And I know that my life with you will be filled with continuous smiles, laughter, and cherished memories. Nick, I vow to love you happily ever after.
Megan Joy Marshall. A little over 3 years ago, on a day in late April, when COVID had shut down all the restaurants, and it was socially irresponsible to be seen out in public, you drove that little gray Ford Focus to my place. And you didn't turn around when I texted you mid-drive that maybe I didn't look exactly like the pictures on my profile. And I might be in the process of growing my hair out. And not at the end of the process, but right smack dab in the middle, where it doesn't know if it should flow forward or back. A full-blown awkward phase. And if that wasn't enough, my jean shorts still weren't enough to scare you away, and you invited me over to brunch the next day at your apartment. Oh, how I'll never forget the moment when I walked through your door to see all the fans going and the patio door wide open to let all the smoke out from the bacon. Little did I know that was the beginning to our forever. You've been incredibly patient with me, when I know it hasn't always been easy. You've been my best friend and my biggest supporter when I needed you the most. You've given me your endless love and taught me to be a better partner, and more importantly, a better person. Over the years, we've cried, we've laughed, we've traveled, we've made memories, we've become pet parents, we've fought, we've grown, and we've loved. And with each day that's passed, I've fallen more and more in love with you. I've thought about what this day means for some time now, what it means to be married and to commit a lifetime to someone. Today, I take you to be my wife and my forever partner. You're the love of my life. I cannot imagine going through life without you in it. Here today, we've invited our family and closest friends to witness you and I vowing to be the best versions of each other from this point on in the name of love. So Meg, here's my promise to you. I promise to make you laugh and to laugh with you, even if your jokes may not be all that funny. And I promise to always respect and to cherish you. And when the struggles of life weigh you down, I promise to stand by your side. In times of joy, I promise to celebrate you. I promise to listen to you, even if it may be for hours. And even when I don't agree with you, I promise to always be on your team and to support you. I promise to be patient with you. And when we're hiking, which may never be again, and the dust is making it hard for you to breathe, I promise to never tell you how to breathe again. I promise to never go to bed angry, despite our incredible stubbornness. On fall football Saturdays, I promise to always remind you what time the Hawkeyes play and to make sure that you're wearing your shirt. Every morning, I promise to tell you I love you before leaving for work, even if it means waking you up at 2 a.m. And when you're away, I promise to take care of the pets. And then I'll never forget to cycle the litter box again. I promise to be the best dad to our future children. I promise to give you full decorating rights to all of our future homes. And I promise to never forget your love for jewelry. I promise that you will always feel loved, no matter where life takes us, and that you always feel that you're at home. And said best by our song, I promise that I'll learn to run, even when it feels too hard to stand. I promise to never lose sight of you. Never give up on you, and to always protect our marriage. I'll always remember that there can never be a bad day when it begins and ends with you. And so from this day forward, for better or worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, I promise to always love you, Megan, for all the days of my life. This was long. His allergies are killing her.
It's always the allergies.
Vic, please repeat after me. Megan, I choose you to be my wife.
Megan, I choose you to be my wife.
I take you as you are,
I take you as you are,
loving who you are now
loving who you are now
and who you are to become.
and who you are to become.
I promise from this day forward
I promise from this day forward
to be grateful for our love and our life,
to be grateful for our love and our life,
to be generous with my time
to be generous with my
my energy, and my affection,
and my affection,
to be patient with you and with myself,
to be patient with you and with myself,
and to share my life with you always.
and to share my life with you always.
Megan, please repeat after me. Nick, I choose you to be my husband.
Nick, I choose you to be my husband.
I take you as you are,
I take you as you are,
loving who you are now
loving who you are now
and who you are to become.
and who you are to become.
I promise from this day forward
I promise from this day forward
to be grateful for our love and our life,
to be grateful for our love and our life,
to be generous with my time,
to be generous with my time,
my energy,
and
my affection,
my affection,
to be patient with you and with myself,
to be patient with you and myself,
and to share my life with you always.
and to share my life with you always.
Do you, Megan and Nick, desire to be married? Do you promise to love, comfort, respect, and be faithful to each other for as long as you both shall live? If so, answer, we do.
We do.
May I please have the rings? Your wedding ring is a symbol of your promise to one another. The ring, an unbroken, never-ending circle, is a symbol of committed, unending love. Nick, please take this ring and place it on Megan's finger and repeat after me. Hold her hand. This ring symbolizes my love for you
This ring symbolizes my love for you
and the commitments we made today.
and the commitments we made today.
Megan, please take this ring and place it on Nick's finger and repeat after me. This ring symbolizes my love for you
This ring symbolizes my love for you
and the commitments we made today.
and the commitments we made today.
May these rings always be a reminder of your wedding day, of your vows, and a daily reminder of your love. May you always see and encourage the best in each other. May the challenges that life brings your way make your marriage grow stronger. And you may always be each other's best friend and greatest love. And now, in accordance with the institution of marriage, governed by the laws of the state of Arizona, and by the power of your own love, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife. Nick, you may now kiss your bride. I now present to you the newly married Mr. and Mrs. Nicholas Parker.